Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, bringing you LTPL Season 5 season recap for your Chicago Charizards. Zach, where's Week 11? I forfeited. I couldn't take it anymore. I just beat down. I'd rather not get 6-0'd by Eon, or 5-0'd or 4-0'd or 3-0'd or anything. I'd rather just take the 3-0 differential loss and walk away, because I'm not happy and all that, and I'll talk about it. But first, thank you to Little Penguin for the support as a Patreon. He's the only Patreon we currently have, but his support is greatly appreciated. If you want to become a Patreon, down below is a link. There is also merch. I'm sure Chicago Charizards are not the most popular right now because of the losing streak, but there is Corviknights if you want to get on that bandwagon, or Bearticks, or just other merch in general. Like, of course that happened. Just how my night's going to be. For example, camera's over here, doofus. So don't fuck with a shuffle. So, anywho, let's get this taken care of here. So, obviously it was a really bad season. Obviously I'm not happy about it. Went 0-6, minus 17. I finished in 9th. Just because Eon took over a team and had 2 losses, and I handed him one, but he never picked up the second one as far as I know. So, 0-6, minus 17th, 9th out of 10th. Obviously no playoff qualifications there. I need to reevaluate lower tier, because I know nothing about it. Need to find some teachers. So if anyone wants to help me in my front office with lower tier, please let me know, because I would like to get into that tier and actually do better, like I was doing in NCL and AP, or WWC and APA, like these 3 seasons where I started turning the corner. I would like to start doing that in lower tier. But career record is now 59-88, and it might be different because I haven't played my NCL playoff match yet, and if I lost that, then the NCL one obviously went in without this LTPL record, so things might have changed a little bit. Mon records might have changed a little bit because I am recording this before I would record the NCL one, but the way they would come out is flipped if I lost the NCL, but otherwise NCL still going on, and you would have seen that. I am no longer taking over teams. Period. End of story. I will not be taking over another team for anybody. If somebody drops, please do not come to me. I do not want to take over another team. Every team that I have taken over, I have failed miserably with. 0-6 here, 1-6 in APM. It's just, it doesn't work for me. I need to draft my own team. So, I will not be taking over teams anymore. It sucks. So replays here, you can see, where are you, missed, took over team, bam, 6 straight losses. I haven't had 6 straight losses since Indigo, I don't think. I think Indigo Season 2 might have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, Indigo Season 2 was the last time I had a losing streak this bad. So, not good. But as far as the Mon records go, I mean, obviously A-Tails is still at the top. Zero Aura has dethroned it, though, with NCL. So you'll see that happen. Nobody really changed in the top. Talonflame actually jumped up into 20th. Between the tour, or the tourney, and this, it's now 8-7. +1 Talonflame went 5-4 in LTPL. Also, I'm not drafting a rain team ever again. It's not that rain isn't fun, it's just not fun for me anymore. Because before I started doing YouTube, I started laddering with rain teams and getting really good with rain and was having fun with rain. But by the end of WWC Season 1, I was tired of rain, I was worn out, I didn't want to do rain again, I didn't want to make a Swampert, because it's just, that's how rain goes, is you draft Pelipper or Poly, Mega Swampert, Special Sweeper, and I just, between this and NCL, I remember why I don't like rain, especially making rain. It's just not fun for me, so don't expect another rain team out of me for probably ever. I'm officially walking away from rain teams. I already don't play Hail because Hail is a terrible style. So if I draft weather, it will be sand or it will be sun, because I've never done sun, and I am very, very excited to try out a sun team at some point. So be on the lookout for a sun team potentially. But other than that, the Weather Gamer is officially done with weather for right now. So the only way I would go back to rain is if I get the big whale, Kyogre. And that's not happening ever because it's going to always be permabanned. So no fish for me. But yeah, Talonflame moves into top 20. I love Talonflame. Spoiler, because Sword and Shield's out already. Talonflame didn't make the Dex cut, as far as I know, because again, I'm recording this before the games have actually come out, but assuming that's correct, Talonflame didn't make the Dex cut, which makes me sad. It's one of my favorite birds. That's one of my favorite flying types, fire types too. Yeah, I ran Z-Crystal Swords Dance most of the time, but there are other sets that I was starting to pick up on and enjoy. And so, like I said with B&B, Talonflame is definitely a good bird, and definitely one that I would be keeping an eye out on. I know a lot of leagues are allowing all Mons, some are restricted to Gen 8, but most, like, APA is allowing all Mons, so expect Talonflame to come back again. Lurantis, this was the surprise Mon of the season. Lurantis actually was really, really cool. I really enjoyed Lurantis, and I cannot wait to get another chance at it. That's one of the things about lower tier and why I struggled so much this season is I don't know anything about lower tier Mons. Like, tier 1, tier 2 I'm pretty good at. Tier 3 I know about half of the Mons in there and what they do and all that, but that's like your top of the line Mons in this league. And tier 4 I have like a handful of Mons that I use regularly that I know what to do. And then tier 5 is like, what are these? I don't know what these Mons are. So I think that's why I did so poorly, is the lower tier stuff. I just don't know. I really don't. I need to get more familiar with them, and that's gonna just take practice and people to guide me in what I'm doing wrong here, because I'm so used to playing with tier 2s and tier 1s and tier 3s that, like, I hardly ever do anything down low, so I don't know what Mons are good and what Mons are bad. Most of the time building this season, I was like, that can do that, or that can do that. So I spent a lot of wake-up calls here with this one. So, but Lurantis was a surprise. That even though it's so slow, like Assault Vest plus Contrary Superpower is actually really, really clutch and really, really cool. It gives me a Grass type down low, budget Grass type, which I'm really excited to do because I'm always looking down low for budget. Usually, if I don't draft Shaman as a tier 3, most of the time I don't have a Grass type on my team because I don't know, I'm not familiar with how to use any of the Grass types down low. So having a Grass type down low that I kind of understand and one that could potentially function really well in Trick Room, which is something I'm not going to build a complete Trick Room team, but I'm definitely going to build a team that has a Trick Room element to it in the future. Just because I would like to learn how to use Trick Room and use it well. You know, it's a tool in the toolbox that if I have, I can use, and people will have to prep for it because they'll see me use it successfully. But Lurantis was really cool. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to using it again in the future. And it already slid into 33. It was like Salazzle. It was a nice surprise to me there. So, unfortunately, the rest of the team you have to slide a long way down to get. Kingdra went 2 and 4. This is the first time I've actually been able to use Kingdra in a rain team. Besides NCL, which I didn't get it till near the very end of the season, so I don't know. I always thought Kingdra was like the go-to special attacker for rain, and I'm thinking I'm better off with Goodra for my dragon type and just not having a special rain sweeper, or I need to find a different special rain sweeper or whatever, but I'm not playing rain again. Crit set didn't really work out that well. I couldn't pull the Dragon Dance off, so just didn't work. Kingdra's one of the few dragons that I haven't done well with, so it's unfortunate, but Kingdra slides into 72. Miltank's not far behind. Fun fact, I did use Miltank one other time. You guys wouldn't have seen it because it was before my streaming and YouTube computer were up and running. I was still putting them together at the time that the league was going on, but that would have been the DSL, the Deathly Subscriber League. Yeah, that league. I ended up using Miltank, and it went 2 and 5 in that league. The only appearance it made this season, it died. So now at 2 and 6. Miltank I need to explore further because it's actually a pretty decent mon. I just need to learn how to use it, which is the common theme with most of these mons, is I need to learn how to use them. But Miltank's interesting. It does a lot of good utility work when surrounded correctly, so I will definitely be looking at it. Tornai, on the other hand, can hit the road. I am so done with Tornadus. I'm so done with Torn T, Torn I. Very, very glad that they are not a part of Sword and Shield, because I just don't like them. I know they're staples for rain teams, but they suck. In my personal opinion, they suck. Torn went 2 and 4 and went 0 and 3 in WWC Season 2. So it's just, okay, Prankster's cool, but it just doesn't have the move pool, it doesn't have the power, it just, I don't know. I don't like Tornadus. It's in 79th place right now, and I have no intentions of using it again, so don't expect Tornai from me. Zoroark here again. I really, really hope to... Actually, did LDL also come out this week? LDL recap also came out this week, so that probably, all these stats are probably different and all that, so hey, fun. But I am trying to stay ahead of recordings, so I'm not going to change it. Zoroark is 1 and 2. I do hope that I get to experience Zoroark. Like, Zoroark in LDL was doing so much better than Zoroark in LTPL is, and that's because, like, that Zoroark, I don't know if it's the team around it or what, but that Zoroark's just doing better and putting in work. So I do like Zoroark. I am always looking for dark types because that's one of the few typings that I don't have a lot of success with. I think Yveltal, which is an Uber, is the only dark type besides Hydreigon in the top, like, 30. There's Hydreigon. Oh, yeah, Greninja, but that thing doesn't have the best kill death. Hydreigon, Yveltal. Yeah, those are the only 2 dark types in my top 30. So learning learning new dark types is really, really good. I'm really, really happy about that, because dark type is one of those typings that I would really like to get better at, just so I understand when I'm going against them and when I'm using them. Because I do tend to struggle with psychic types a lot. I do tend to struggle with ghost types if I don't have a ghost type on my team. But if I can't fit a ghost type, but I can get a reliable dark type, it's good to have. So Zoroark I will come back to. It's got a limited move pool compared to other dark types, but what it can do is really, really cool. It's just, it didn't have a good season for LTPL. I just had a bad team, so it was hard to disguise it. So, Lunatone here. Lunatone, was one of the mons I tried to get rid of on this team. And I ended up hanging on to it because I was trying to get rid of Lunatone, Arbok, Clang. Those were the last 3 that I was trying to get rid of on the team, and ran out of moves doing it. And Lunatone came out and shocked me game 1 and ended up getting a kill. Only kill of the season. But Lunatone I had a lot of fun building with. Scarf set, Spec set, Sash set. I tried a bunch of different sets and builds, and it gets Levitate. So really it's just weak to water type hits, bug type hits, dark type hits, and ghost type hits. That's not terrible, because it does get coverage for those. It gets Shadow Ball, so it can hit it can hit ghost types. It gets rock type stab, obviously, for bug types. It gets Signal Beam to hit dark types, which I thought was really cool. It just doesn't hit water types as all. So, well, hit Power Grass, but still, Lunatone is pretty cool. I'm definitely going to give it another look. I'm going to give Solrock a look too, because those two are really, really interesting mons to me. But yeah, it ends up sliding in here at 1-0, a tie, big tie with a lot of mons here at 103. But yeah, Lunatone was cool. I did enjoy Lunatone, even though I tried to get rid of it. Arbok, I still stand by. I want to get rid of Arbok. Would have gotten rid of it if I could. Just never really clicked, never really found its groove. Didn't really enjoy it. So, another huge disappointment here is Kabutops. 0-2. I know Kabutops hasn't done anything in NCL either, so again, Rain. I'm just done with Rain in general, and that might have contributed to why I had 2 bad Rain seasons. As far, like, NCL wasn't a bad season so far. Hasn't been a bad season. I played really well. It's just my Rain components just didn't do anything, because I think I was done with Rain. I didn't want to do Rain, and yeah, I really think that's it. But Kabutops just didn't do it for me. I know what kind of monster it can be. If you want examples of what kind of monster Kabutops can be, go watch Joey AK Pokegames. WBE season is the most recent one with Mega Gallade, Kabutops, Comfey. You can see what kind of monster Kabutops is, but I have no intentions of going back to Kabutops or Rain, so expect it to stay down here at 134. And I think the biggest shocker, and the one that hurts, is Zebstrika. It went 0-4 in LTPL, and currently, because I haven't played week 5 of LDL, I don't remember if we brought Zebstrika or not for that, off the top of my head. But Zebstrika is 1-7, because LDL will go in, and it's got 1 kill, 2 deaths. I'm really surprised, because normally outside of Jolteon, fast electric types have been my bread and butter. Zero Aura did really well. Mega Main has done very well for me. I know there's another fast electric type around here somewhere. Unless those are the only two. Actually, I've used Zero Aura a lot. Zero Aura and Mega Main actually are the only two fast electric types I've used. Besides Jolteon, which hasn't done anything. And Zebstrika. I'm really surprised, because Zebstrika is really... It's got 3 great abilities. It's got a decent special move pool, not the greatest physical move pool. And... It's discount Mega Main. It really is. It's basically discount Mega Main. But I guess because of the... I guess the difference in special attacks between the two is enough that I just can't make Zebstrika work. I don't know why. It just does not work for me. It's like Jolteon all over again. It's actually... No, because it has a kill, it won't stay down there when it switches. Because it has a kill, it'll jump back up here and be with Pelipper and Azelf and Claydol and the other failures. So Jolteon's gonna stay as the worst mon I've ever used, but I'm really surprised at how bad Zebstrika has been for me. So, but currently it's second to worst. I don't plan to draft it again for a while. I really don't. And yes, I know. Why is Clang on the layout? Because I had a Clang, I just never used it. I never brought it once. I never had any intention to bring it, so... And that's part of what sucked, is I didn't have a good Steel type. I didn't have a Ground type either. Two pretty huge... I didn't have a Fighting type, which I learned was pretty paramount in lower tier, but yeah, that's where the mons sit. Zoroark, Talonflame, Lurantis, Lunatone. I will definitely see all of them again. You guys will definitely see all of them again. The rest, I don't know. Most of them probably not, so... But, still. It was good. I always said Blitzel was... Or Zebstrika was discount Mega Main, and I have to say I'm wrong, so... And I know I have been, like, doom and gloom and depressed, and, like, my LTPL videos have not been fun for a couple weeks now, and I apologize for that, okay? What really has messed me up is right here. I had this so close to being under 100 after... Because these are chronological when I started, not when I finished. Like, DSL was my first league, down to the most recent thing that I signed up for was LDL versus BLR. But you look, and when I first started out, okay, beginner's luck. Then FDL was okay, but then you look, and I went bam, 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 bam. 5 straight seasons where I had really bad differential, which is why I'm in such a big hole, and really bad records. But then things turned around. After APA Season 3 ended, AABL, 5-5. Okay, and 0. Okay, that was neutral. No, that's not bad. PCF, I was 3-3 at drop. There's no way to say that I would have come out at 500 or above, but if we assume 500, okay, neutral. Winning record. Differential wasn't great, but hey, look, there's plus 19 to clear that down, but there's 2 winning records. I gained 3 games right there. And then the tourney went really well. This is a weird tourney, but this tourney I went 4-1 in. You know, that shows growth to me. I go from being really bad to okay to, hey, I put together some decent seasons. I had 2 teams that I took over that were really bad. I had 2 formats that I didn't do very well in. This, I don't know. I'm not going to blame Jake. I'm not going to say it's because Jake and I are working together and it's 2 minds versus 1 and we're not on the same page. Because that's not the case. It's just Jake and I have not played well. there's been several times where we second guess ourselves, and if both of us stuck to our guts, we'd both be fine, but we both talked each other into poor plays. I talked him into several poor plays. He talked me into several poor plays, and together we flopped. But that doesn't mean I'm mad at Jake. I'd do this all over again with Jake if I could. And I think I would have said that in that video too with him there. So, but it's really, really freaking frustrating because this doc is publicly available to people. When I sign up for leagues, I include this doc so they can see, okay, you can see his career record, and you can see, okay, the Mons, how he does with his Mons. You can see, okay, this is kind of his track record as far as win-loss and how he gets there, and okay, we can see he's a hard worker, he's a good battler, he's not too soft. That's the whole this is basically my battling resume. But even with me turning the corner, it seems like, and getting better outside of these three right here, and LDL versus BLR, I have people that continue to make fun of me about my record. You've only won 59 games. You have a negative 113 differential. We've been doing this for a year, and we've won 300 games, and we're plus 100 and something differential. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of being disrespected and looked down upon because I have a negative differential and a losing record. And so the only way in my mind to shut them up is either play really well, NCL. I played really well. I shut a lot of people up that didn't think I was very good. The tourney, I shut a lot of people up that didn't think I'd make it very far. WWC and APA, getting into semis both times, shut a lot of people up because it's like, hey, you actually might. I got invited to Mount Silver out of nowhere. Panther let me into Academy for APA. Like, it shows that I'm getting better because they've seen me play well in that. But it's commissioners that don't know me when I go to sign up for new leagues. Like, no, we're not going to take him. He's got a losing record. He's negative 113. Like, that's what I don't like. And so it's really been hammering on me. As soon as I started losing multiple games in a row, it got to me. Let's see, where is LTPL? I think right here is where I broke. Because I could have won. I could have won my first game versus Blaze. Had I just Z'd the Malamar and kept my Gale Wings intact, I would have probably won that game. Versus Charlie, if I had gotten the para, I would have won that game, / played a little smarter to begin with. I would have won that game. And then versus, I remember who this one was off the top of my head. Versus Odin, I made a critical mistake with Zedstrika somewhere in the game towards the end, and had I just overheated instead of rain dancing for Kingdra, I could have won that game, and I could have had 3 wins, but I misplayed all 3 games, then got body bagged by Hydra and body bagged by Jericho, and it just, I don't know, it really started to sink in because I was watching and tracking my record in that, and LDL I was starting to lose, and it was like, we're going backwards again. We just wasted NCL's great season of differential and record, and so that's why I've been off a little bit, and I need to apologize for that, so sorry for rambling on that. Last but not least, I do want to thank Eon and Hydra, like, one for partnering with me in WWC and Weather Gamer Discord. It means a lot to me. It really does. I know I've been acting like an idiot the last few weeks and not showing very well that I appreciate it, but I do appreciate it. I will come back to LTPL. I will do another season of LTPL because I want to do one with my team that I drafted. and get better, because lower tier has always been fun for me. I've always thought about it and enjoyed the thought about it, because what if I succeed in lower tier, I can apply that to regular tiering and pick up these lower tier mons and not get into the draft and be, okay, it's time to pick our tier 4, tier 5, our free picks, and be like, what the hell do I pick? And then not bring them and only have a team of 9 mons, because I'm not bringing 2 or 3 mons each season. So I will be back as long as they'll let me back. I would love to come back for another season, and I do appreciate them. I appreciate them letting me take over the team, even though it went horribly for me. And I, again, acted like a spoiled brat who pouted because he wasn't getting his way and wasn't winning, and forfeited his last match. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it. Check out the links in the description down below. Luca and Jaden, go show them some love on Twitter, especially Luca, please. He's going through a rough time right now. Please go show him some love. Made the logo, made the layout, all that good stuff. Twitch, I'm Twitch streaming Pokemon, Sword, Shield, one or the other. Let's play, and I'll be doing other stuff too, Smash. We'll do max raids with Sword and Shield. We'll do a lot, so come check that out. Discord, best place to hang out with me outside these videos. Patreon, if you want to help support the channel. Merch, if you would like to support the teams and the channel and the Weather Gamer family, all that good stuff. So, but with all that being said, I am getting out of here. I got a headache. It's been a long day. I'll see you guys next time.